Hello, and I am NuDiamonds. Peace to the tribe. I hope everyone out there is doing well. This is going to be a buck blue full moon energy reading. I just really want to get into this alignments and just kind of break them down. So we're gonna jump right into it, okay? Now I named this the buck, the buck blue full moon because this is a buck full moon and it is also a blue full moon, okay? The buck full moon meaning that this is in the season of July, summer, okay? Buck full moon in the almanac, farmer's almanac. They name it that because this is a time where the deer lose their antlers and they regrow new ones. Okay, the bucks lose their antlers and they regrow new antlers. Okay, so they're already starting to see the growth of new things after releasing their old antlers, right? So that is kind of the theme. And then also a blue full moon. Now, blue moons, once in a blue moon, right? It's a rare thing, it's a rare event. It's something that only happens every once in a while. So, a blue full moon is when there are two full moons in 1 month, and it casts this iridescent blue hue over the moon at this time, okay? Blue also represents like mystic, mystery. They basically make this blue moon connect with like good luck, good fortune, enchantment, just because it's so rare, you know, and a form of rarity is a good thing. Now, this full moon is happening at the 29th degree in Capricorn, okay? 29th degree, that's the last degree before the transition into Aquarius, okay? So this will be kind of releasing old things. As we know, full moons are for releasing. So this is all about releasing those old things, that last little bit of whatever you may be holding on to, and letting it go freely so that way you can evolve. Now this, like I said, this is the second full moon that we had this month. So during the first full moon that we had, that was at the first degree. So that was all about realizing things that you needed to release. And I feel like this is that completion of it because it's at the 29th degree. So it came back full circle just for you to get in more deep realization on what you need to release or let go or surrender or be thankful for, whatever resonates with you, okay? Now, this also, I'm looking in my notes, so it's also rising in Gemini, this full moon. So that's two, that's that double, that duality, that looking at things from a different perspective with a more intellectual lens, okay? Also at the 18th degree in the eighth house. The eighth house is all about transformation and power, merging, mystery. So this could be a very mystical time. Mystical meaning just magic, miracles, things happening out of nowhere. And also with that double, like I said, it came back full circle, doubling back. So things doubling back, double checking things, deja vu, synchronicity, symbols. So just look out for those things. You know, like I said, this is a full moon. Anything can happen. Just be optimistic, all right? So, also old cycles ending, new cycles beginning, a change of timelines, like a portal change, a shift. I say that because in 2022, we had this same alignment, August 4th, where it was Uranus conjunct Mars in Aries, and we are going to experience Aries conjunct Mars. I'm sorry, Uranus conjunct Mars in Aries in 2024 of August, okay? So we're going to experience that same alignment on the 16th and 17th and 18th, where Mars and Uranus will be conjunct. Okay. So you may see a lot of similarities that happened in 2022. My thing is, whatever you was doing in 2022, get ready for the replay. Get ready to run it back. Get ready to run it up. Okay. And speaking from my experience, I know in 2022, a lot of things were just ramping up for me, turning up for me, getting a lot of great opportunities just back to back to back. So I feel like that's going to be the replay. We get to replay those turn of events. Now, if you were having a difficult time, I suggest you get on your job, do that shadow work, because I was doing a lot of shadow work at that time. I actually started one of my most healing shadow work journeys in 2022, locked my hair. Okay, so it was a big transformation for me, and immediately after I started doing that, I seen immediately shifts. I seen miracles happen, and it was a beautiful thing. So that's why I say this will be a replay of 2022, because the chart looks exactly similar to the date, to the time as 2022. In that season of August. So get ready for this Leo season, this summer, this fall to be harvest. Okay, that's a big thing that I was getting. So I also have the video for that, my Mars conjunct Uranus video, and I have 2 different breakdowns for those videos, so you guys can check those out if you want. Also, I'm talking a lot about blessings coming in, so I had just did a video on that as well, so you guys can check that out. If you kind of want to dibble and dabble and have a little fun. Okay, so this is a time of having fun as well, just because you're doing shadow work. It doesn't always have to be so serious. You can deep dive into things that made you happy when you were a kid, made you happy when you were a kid. I know that's why I did my hair like this, to have a little fun, give a sense of playfulness, tapping into things that made me happy when I was a kid, things that I enjoyed doing and brought me a sense of joy. That's why you guys will see me, dressing up a little bit, having a little fun. It's nothing wrong with having a little fun. So yes, now let's get back into the alignments. Now this is also releasing old timelines, releasing old trauma, releasing old family wounds. I say this because Capricorn, the moon is in Capricorn, the full moon is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is all about discipline, structure, time, patience, working, like it's just all about getting your shit together. Okay, that's what Capricorn is. It's the boss. It's that bossy sign. It's a masculine air sign. They call it father time, so it's that father figure. Also, it is opposite of the moon. So the moon is the mother. The moon, it's also opposite of the sun. That's how we get the full moon. The full moon is in opposition of the sun. So the sun is illuminating the moon. Okay. So the sun is in Cancer, and Cancer is the mother. The moon is ruled by Cancer. So this is all about nurturing that playful side. And the sun is also a masculine energy. So there's that balance. So this is all about balancing that masculine, that feminine side, because Capricorn is that masculine energy, but the moon is there, and that's that feminine energy. The sun is a masculine energy, but is it in Cancer, a feminine energy? So this is all about balancing those dualities and merging them so you can start to ascend at this time. Okay. Also, they are both cardinal signs. So Cancer is a cardinal water sign, and Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign. So this is all about starting new things, releasing old things so you could get grounded in new things, okay? Or uprooting old things so you can start to nurture these new things that want to come in. However you want to flip it, stay open-minded at this time, okay? So yeah, this is all about releasing old things to receive new things at this time, okay? You may also be very passionate about what you're communicating your values about, and your desires, passionate about communicating your desires at this time, due to Mercury and Venus both being in Leo. So that's that passion, that desire, that fire, that focus. So you may be really focused on communicating your values, communicating things that you love, focused on things that you loved, focused on intellectual growth, and just things that stimulate your mind. Okay. Also, doing things in a unique way, in a more humanitarian way, in a more revolutionary way, for the future. That is Pluto in Aquarius conjunct the full moon. So being more nurturing when it comes to where you're headed in the future, how you're coming off to others at this time, just due to that full moon being conjunct that alignment, that Pluto in Aquarius, okay? Because Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius, it will be going back into Capricorn. So this is all about looking back on things so that way you can better yourself in the future, okay? Or you may be feeling a little bit of that, okay? Let me know down in the comments how you guys may be feeling this energy arise at this time, okay? Also, healing your shadow self. To healing your shadow self to better yourself in the future, because we have Lilith in Libra at this time. Lilith is the dark side of the moon, and that's all about things that you may be shameful about, may be embarrassed about. That's that Kali Ma energy as well, that Sekhmet energy. So not being afraid to merge with your shadow self, okay? And express that, some people are afraid of their shadow, and there's no need to be afraid of your shadow. It's not going anywhere. So it's best to acknowledge it. And when it gets out of hand, have self-control. Okay. But I always like to say my shadow self comes out when, I may be doing a little, dancing or angry. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just all about, okay, I'm angry, I'm upset. Let me express that, but also manage it so that way I'm not acting out of control. Okay, we don't do nothing. We don't want to do anything that's going to land us in jail for the rest of our lives. We want to have self-control at this time, okay? And it's also that is in opposition of Chiron in the North Node in Aries. So this is all about, that balancing what you're going to do with yourself in the future, healing yourself for the future. So you really want to make sure that you're healing your shadow self, working on that shadow, so that way you can govern where you're headed in the future at this time, with that being in opposition of Aries, and what's in Aries, the North Node, and Chiron. Okay, Chiron is the wounded healer. North Node is where you're headed. That's your soul mission, your purpose. So it's all about getting down to the root and uplifting whatever needs to be uprooted that doesn't suit you, your higher self at this time. So you can start to ascend in the best direction. Okay? Excuse me, sorry. And also, don't get lost in the illusions of yourself. Don't get lost in a dream of a dream. And stay grounded in reality, but stay optimistic. So it's okay to fantasize. It's okay to play with your imagination. It's okay to tap into your inner child, but also be balanced in that reality. Be balanced in reality as well. So I say that because we have Saturn and Neptune retrograde in Pisces at this time. And there's sextile Uranus and Mars. So this is all about balancing that energy with yourself and your values. But also staying optimistic, staying grounded, because Pisces is feet, Pisces is dreams. Like I said, Saturn is that discipline, that time, but there's going back. So it's also kind of like looking back on things to make sure that you're headed in the right direction. Make sure that you're walking in the best steps, taking the next step to the future. But this is a time of reflection and not getting lost in things of the past. Just really observing things in the past and looking at how far you come, looking at all the growth that you made, looking at a lot of different accomplishments that you have overcome at this time, and being happy about that, okay? Because it's a lot of obstacles I know I've overcome in these past 4 years since 2020, and I'm just like so proud of myself. So give yourself grace, give yourself love, give yourself show yourself some love, okay? Pat yourself on the back, okay? We've come a long way, and don't be so hard on yourself, okay? Also, there is a star in the chart. So I seen a star in the chart. I seen like two different sided stars. So let me show you guys really quick. So there is the star, right? And this star can be looked at as star from any angle, right? You could turn a star any direction. So it's looking at it from different perspectives, looking at it from any way that you want to look at it to bring forth whatever dreams that you want, you know, manifesting whatever it is that you want to manifest by looking at it from a different perspective, okay? Let me go back to my notes. All right, so there's a star in a chart that consists of a trine and a mystic rectangle. And for me, it was a star at home, a foundation, and like the star family, okay, star seeds, and star family, that's like ancestors, angels, family within the stars, right? And then star seeds, you know, as above, so below. So I look at it as we are the star seeds, okay? The children are the star seeds, okay? And then also it looked like a boat sailing. So like I said, it depends on whatever perspective that you look at it. But to me, this also looks like a boat taking off, getting ready to sail, is setting sail. So if you look at it from this direction, I gotta show y'all because I have such a wild imagination. But yeah, to me this looks like a sail, this top part, and then the boat is like setting, you know, getting ready to set off. This is the bottom part of it, and it's getting ready to settle off. Could also be a like a bow and arrow, so getting ready to shoot something off at this time, like an archer. Also, it looked like a martini glass. It just looked like a whole bunch of different things. So the glass being full at this time, looking at the glass being full, optimism, just playing with it, having fun, and it's what you make of it. You know, this time is what you make out of it. So make the best out of it. Set those good intentions, plant those right seeds so you can benefit from this rare blue full moon, okay? So yes, something taking sail, also being nailed to the cross, because I seen two crosses here, that X, the X in the box. So just, you know, when I think of something being nailed to the cross, I think of something sacrificing itself, or you sacrificing something, that's releasing something, that's letting go of something to have this rebirth. So some people may be having a rebirth, going through a rebirth at this time, feeling renewed, new beginnings at this time, especially if you're releasing a lot. And then also, like I was talking about, that Capricorn being the father and Cancer being the mother. So when you have the mother and the father, then, you know, that's that's that duality, that's that balance, that's that harmony, and that creates seeds, that's act of creation. Okay, when you have a mother and a father, they create a child. That's that creator energy. That's that source. That's that God. That's that most high energy. So it's given a sense of initiation, being initiated into something. Initiation is just starting something, okay, or being entering into something new, okay, going back into that new beginnings. And sorry, y'all. Another thing that I was getting was expect the unexpected, okay. There's just going to be a lot of mystical things going on that we aren't going to be able to explain. I'm not sure if you guys seen the news lately about the presidential rally, but that's something that's unexpected. Just for things to happen unexpectedly. So this could be good things, this could be bad things, but just be optimistic and stay ready. All right. But when I'm tapping into this energy, this is a very good energy. Okay. Especially if you've been doing the work. So when I'm saying expect the unexpected, it's more of a positive thing. It's more of a wishes coming true, dreams coming true, and miracles and blessings happening at this time, because that's just this energy. Like I said, if you get the mother and the father that love their child, they're going to instill that love in that child. And that's how I feel like the universe and source, the universe and earth is, if we nourish it the right way. If it really, and it does, it nourishes the right way. Earth, we have everything we need here on the earth. The stars and the sun are aligned. The moon, everything is exactly how it is for us to be nourished and for us to survive on this planet. Now, we're not going to go into the mechanics of everything, but if there weren't certain people in certain positions trying to dominate and have power and control over people, this earth will be very peaceful. It'll be a lot more peace, I would say, because we'll be able to eat off of the trees. We'll be able to just go outside in nature, go fishing, and just really enjoy the fruits that, that God has placed here for us, that the Mother Earth has nourished and have in abundance for us. So this will be a very abundant time. I like to look at it from that lens. I don't like to really look at it from a certain negative perspective, because it's like, oh, if we weren't in this, certain thing, then we'll be able to thrive more. But it's what you make it, okay? You got to make the most out of your situation, all right? And always be thankful and grateful for what it is that you have, okay? So, yes. And then I also had, y'all know I'm good for my meditations on this energy. So I did a meditation on this energy, and it was so funny because I seen some lips. I seen some lips, and it was like, and then they started doing like kissy things. So I was like, whoa, what is that? So it gives me like this sense of a mother nurturing her kids, giving them kisses, showing them love, communication, love language, affection, the sense of, just a lot of different things pop up when I think of lips and kisses, just all type of like love and affection. Okay. So that popped up, and then, I mean, it is summertime, I feel like a lot of people are fired up, out and about having fun. People been working out, looking good. So this could be a sense of love being enhanced. What they like to say, the freaks come out at night, the wolves howl at the moon. It's a blue moon, so it's a blue full moon. So in buck, when I think of buck, I think of something, like nuck if you buck, like that fired up energy. And bucking, when a horse bucks or when a bull bucks, it's the sense of propelling. It's a sense of turning up. So a sense of this turning up, this affection, this fire, this initiation, when it comes to this energy as well. Okay. And then I seen something like shooting down. It wasn't necessarily an arrow. It was like an energy. So I don't really know. to me, when I first seen it, it was like a download or energy being sent down like a wave. I know we just had an X flare, X solar flare, so that could be the energy that may be coming in. Spirit saying that is the energy that's coming in, so it's going to be a wave of energy coming in during this time, that's going to really ramp up the collective. Okay. And then I seen an hourglass. Okay. So the hourglass was on its side, and then it was taking its time, just turning slowly. And then once it got upright, it just like sat there and it illuminated. So this could be the time for something. This could be yeah, I feel like this is the time. The time is now. Okay. For whatever it is, whether that's, you want to start something, you want to end something, you want something to grow, you want something to bloom, you're feeling nervous, you don't really want to speak your mind. This is the time to speak your truth. This is the time to be open. This is the time to communicate. This is the time to do whatever Spirit has put on your heart to execute. This is the time to do it. The time is now. Okay. So those were my meditation downloads that I got, some great perspectives on this energy, and my astrological breakdown. I'm also going to be doing a card pull, and we're going to see what other messages come out for this energy, for this blue buck full moon. I'm super excited about it, and it's happening on the 21st. And but this energy does start 3 days before, and it will last 3 days after. 2 and 1, that's the 3. So I feel like this is a great time to just be in alignment with yourself, mind, body, soul, mind, body, spirit, mother, father, child. Start, middle, finish, future, past, present. So it's a lot of different things. Like I said, it's all about how you look at it and your perspective at this time. Okay. So let's get into the cards and see what messages the divine has for the collective at this time. Okay. So I'm going to be starting with my alchemy deck. And this is my elemental alchemy deck. So we're going to pull this just to get an overall message for this energy and see what's to come. Yes, so see what messages Spirit. Ooh, the 5th element. Wow, with the 88. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so shocked. The 5th element is all about ascending, okay? The 5th element is all about when you balance every part of yourself, when you balance that water, those emotions, when you got grounded, rooted in the earth, when you have control of that fire, that passion, that desire, that the 3rd element. The 4th element is air. When you have control over your emotions, when you combine all of these things, it creates the 5th element. Wow. Somebody don't want this message getting out, you guys. So yes, the 5th element is all about ascension. It's all about elevation. It's all about when you mastered yourself and you turn into the 5th element. The 5th element is ether. The 5th element is spirit. The 5th element is black matter, universal energy. Okay. I love this. This is whatever you want it to be. Okay. The act of creation. Okay. The act of being an alchemist, turning those lower negative things into positive things. So releasing that lower vibration, releasing these lower vibrations so you can start to ascend at this time. Okay. Wow. This is the last card in the deck. So something is ending as well with that 88 going back into this being in the 8th house. It is destined. This transformation is destined. This transformation is going to be powerful. 8 is that Scorpio energy as well. So like I said, that sexual stimulation, that fire and that desire is 8 o'clock right now as I'm looking at the clock. So it's going to be a lot of different synchronicities. Pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the synchronicities, and just get ready for a beautiful, abundant, enhancing, enchanting, enlightenment time right now. Wow, the fifth element, you know, that's magical, that's mystic, that's wow. I'm speechless. I love that. This card just shot out. So that is the overall theme for this energy. Like a portal. It's a portal energy. It's radiant, it's vibrant, okay? All right. So we have the fifth element here, and 5 is change as well. So things changing and transforming for the better at this time. All right. So I'm going to pull a card from my Destiny Oracle. I'm going to see what other messages come out as well. What is another message for this buck blue full moon for the collective at this time? Okay. For this beautiful blue full moon energy, I'm just really feeling like there's going to be something magical happen, especially with this fifth element card coming out. That is pure magic, okay? Mystical things, miracles happening that you can't explain. The divine showing, you know, I'm here, you know. Angels showing that we're here. Ancestors showing that we're here. We're here with you. And it's just like this sense of spiritual growth. All right. I love it. Yes, focus. Stay focused on the mountaintop. Stay focused on your goals. All right. Don't lose focus. Don't lose focus. You're almost at the top of the mountain. You may be coming through a storm at this time. Like I said, releasing certain things and still looking up, keeping your head up, okay? Like this little leopard. It's a snow leopard, beautiful leopard, okay? So camouflaging with your surroundings, but also staying focused on what it is that you need to do. So don't go out on a limb to make, how can I say this? Don't let your ego take over and mess up your blessings, okay? You want to use emotional intelligence at this time, okay? You don't want to let your emotions get the best of you. When it comes to releasing certain things, you really want to stay grounded and stay focused. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on focus on top of that mountain, tunnel vision, eye of the tiger. And even though there may be certain things going on around you, don't let those things distract you. Don't let those triggers pull you out of your element. Don't let those triggers, coming back to that fifth element, don't let them triggers pull you out of your frequency, okay? You don't want to match anybody else's frequency. You want to stay on your own frequency, and that comes from focus. That comes from discipline. That comes from knowing who you are. So getting focused on yourself, focusing on your business, okay? Minding the business that pays you. That's like my favorite saying. I don't really want to be in nobody else's business because that's not paying me. I'd rather focus on my business and focus on my growth because that's going to help me elevate. All right. So that is the key. Operate from love and divine communication. Don't let old things keep you stagnant. All right. Focus on yourself. Focus on your growth at this time. Okay. Fifth element and focus. We got some fire coming in right now, okay? With all these F's popping up. All right. So, what is the next card I want to pull? Oh, I want to pull a card from our shamanic healing. And this is going to be more so of a message from our shadow self. Like I said, I really want to deep dive on doing shadow work. Because it's not all rainbows and unicorns and sparkles. The only way how you get to the rainbow is after the storm, okay? So, and that's uprooting things and doing the healing work. So, what is a message from the shadow self at this time for this full moon? Something that we may need to work on healing, or if we are already doing the work, give us a positive affirmation. But what is a message for the collective for this full moon? Because it's all about balance, right? You can't have the light without the dark. Wow. And that wanted to flip over. So Spirit saying take it. So the first card to flip over was abundance. Because we've done the shadow work. What I'm talking about. What I'm over here talking about shadow work. We've been doing shadow work, okay? So now it's time to reap the benefits of abundance. Abundance, abundance, abundance. Yes. This is always one of my favorite cards to see. What number is this? 13, my favorite number, of course. All right. So this is about abundance in your mindset. Okay, abundance in the inner journey. And that was the other card that flipped over. This was a card that flipped over. Is inner journey. I'm just going to give it a little peek. What number is this? 35. 8, transformation. So transformation on your inner journey. Going within that dark energy, that fifth element, that plasma energy, that dark matter, that melanin, that carbon. Okay, so that's darkness that's going within. That's feminine energy. That's divine feminine energy. Okay, so just making sure that you are tapping into your inner self as well. Okay, I feel like that's the message that Spirit wanted to come through. Abundance isn't always materialistic things. Abundance is also spiritual growth, okay? Spiritual attunement, 8:08 on the clock. So things transforming when you go within, abundance magnifying when you do the work within. But Spirit is also saying that this is a material abundance as well. So this is a physical abundance. This is gonna be an abundance that you can see in the physical realm. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. All right. So get ready to receive your abundance, you guys. People who've been doing the work. If you've been focused on planting the right seeds, if you've been focused on doing the inner work, you're about to see abundance. You're about to see miracles. You're about to see magic. Pure magic, all right? With these three gold coins. What do I say? That 3, that mind, that body, that spirit, the creation. Okay, active creation, active source, active God, active Most High. We're going to start to see some mystical things popping off during this full moon. I can't wait, okay? Let's show me. Reveal yourself. I want to show yourself, okay? I want to see. So I'm ready, be open and ready to receive these beautiful, abundant blessings that are coming forth at this time. And we all know 13 is a divine feminine energy number. That is the number. I'm not going to get into that, but 13 has always been one of my favorite numbers. It's this, Friday the 13th, they all try to associate negative things with it, but it's very powerful. It's very mystical. It's divine feminine energy. Okay. When you go within and tap into that internal, that's when you can express it outwardly and start to receive more abundance at this time. I love that. Okay. And 4, because 13, 1 and 3 is 4. So it's all about self-communication. It's all about self-intelligence. How are you communicating with yourself? How are you nurturing yourself? Okay, because nurture is 4 and 1 plus 3 is 4. So how are you getting grounded in your foundation and nurturing yourself at this time? That is going to bring you more abundance. Okay, if you planted those right seeds, nurtured them right, they start to grow, they start to bloom. You're going to receive the benefits of that harvest. Okay. All right. Now let's get into a message from our higher self. I said this was a double full moon, 2 full moons. So we having fun today. Okay. We're going to have fun and we're going to pull some cards and just have fun with it. So, we're going to pull some cards from our higher deck and see what messages our higher selves has to say, for this full moon. Tapping into that inner child and having fun, okay? Sense of fun, what makes you happy. Do that. Do what makes you happy. Whether it's painting, dancing, yes, forgiveness. Yes, I love that. So opening up your heart, as you can see, it has a little heart. Little heart. So message from our higher self for this full moon is forgiveness. letting go, forgiving yourself, forgiving others from things of the past, going back into that astrology alignment, okay? Not dwelling on things of the past, not dwelling on old things that you used to do, just being thankful, being grateful, releasing those things, acknowledging that those things happen, and being ready to move forward. When you forgive yourself, you open up your heart. You don't forgive the other person for their sake. You forgive the other person for your sake, so you can release that stagnant energy that's weighing on your heart, okay? So let's read the card. Forgiveness is required. Those who hurt you are past life teachers. You all agreed on this life lesson. Connect through music, telepathy, or on the soul plane. Yeah. So just release, let go. You see this darkness coming up and releasing, okay? So it's all about tapping into this love frequency, tapping into this higher heart frequency. Play some music, dance, exercise, workout, anything to kind of help release those toxins. I'm doing a detox right now, so it's making me refocus on discipline, getting my mind together. That's one thing I love about detoxes. It's just a fruit and veggie detox, nothing crazy. But it really shows me, when I do get hungry, not to act out of anger, not to be aggravated, not to let those emotions affect others or release like passive aggressiveness because I'm hungry or because I'm fasting or I can't have that, No, it's really centering yourself and taking a deep breath and just releasing and letting go and having taking back that control, taking back that power and centering yourself in the now, centering yourself in the present, and also planning things, okay? Some things may not go as planned and it's okay, it's life. So just taking back your sense of power, and it starts with forgiving yourself and having emotional intelligence and getting control over yourself, okay? Control over your mind. What are you thinking? If certain things are coming in, let them come in, acknowledge them, see where they're coming from, okay? Get to the root of those things. That's part of the shadow work, okay? And then just letting those things be, releasing them, okay? So this is going to be a time of forgiving yourself and forgiving others at this time, all right? All right, so we have a lot of F's. That's crazy. We got the fifth element, focus, abundance, and forgiveness. I love it. All right, so what is next? All right, so I guess we're going to pull from our tarot deck, and we're gonna see what, like I said, y'all, I'm detoxing. Y'all gotta bear with me. All right, so we're gonna pull from our tarot deck, and we're gonna see what other messages Spirit has for us during this full moon at this time. Okay. So yeah, it's giving just an abundant energy of all things. Spirit does want me to give the polarity. It's not always going to be high, 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 but right now this is a high, high, high frequency. It's a high energy. It's a high vibe. It's mystics. It's mystery. It's magic. It's unexpected things, unexpected blessings happening right now. But some things will catch you off guard. Some things will come at a surprise, and a sense of shock. Sometimes being in shock, it could excite you or it could scare you. So just be prepared, okay? And expect the unexpected. I don't know. Be prepared to be expect the unexpected. I don't know, you guys. Do what works for you. I'm just saying, ground yourself and center yourself at this time, okay? And just get ready. Let's pull some cards, okay? Let's just pull some cards and see what other messages come out for the collective at this time. This is a beautiful time to be alive. What a time to be alive, okay? It's going to be a beautiful summer. We got 2 full moons. Wow. In the same month. Well, okay, that just flipped over. Ooh. Feminine power. Empress. Wow. So this is giving a sense of divine feminine energy. What did I say? Going within. This did come out in the reverse. So I'm going to read it in the reverse. Pay attention to your body. Don't neglect your feminine energy. Don't try not to tap into your shadow. You need to tap into your shadow. You need to tap into your feminine energy. Males as well. Just because I'm saying feminine energy, all men have it. All men have estrogen. All men can nurture themselves. All men can show affection and love. That is the sense of your divine feminine energy. Okay. Just because I'm saying divine feminine energy, that doesn't mean I'm only talking to the females. I'm talking to everybody. Okay, so it's all about a balance and how you balance your feminine energy. But this is going to be a time of tapping into that divine feminine, going within, expressing yourself, creativity, fertility, creation, being creative, knowing that you are a creative ruler. Okay, whatever you want to manifest, you will be able to manifest. You just have to know it. You have to believe it. Okay, believe it and you can achieve it. This is also being secure with yourself, having that confidence, and showing that fierceness, showing that creativity. I don't know if y'all can hear them birds outside. It's like birds outside. So communicating that as well. This could also be a time of fertility for some. So like I said, with that extra enticing energy, some people may be having children. I know I've been seeing a lot of pregnant people, and congratulations to them on their new family member that you're going to be gaining. So some people may even be gaining a new family member, whether that is just like soul tribe. Family doesn't always mean blood. It could just be new friends that you love and you adore, and they're turning into family members at this time. Also getting into art, getting into creating things, getting into creativity, doing what makes you happy, tapping into that inner child. Because when I think of pregnancy, there's a child within. So it's going within and tapping into that inner child and bringing that creativity out at this time. Like I said, I tapped into my little space buns. It's giving me a sense of my inner child being playful and having fun. Okay, so tap into that and nurture yourself and love yourself. Okay, it's giving a sense of self-love and letting that energy pour out. Okay, giving yourself your own flowers. Okay, receiving your flowers from the divine at this time. Okay, so yeah, we got Empress. That is a third card in tarot, number 3 in tarot, and 3, that mind, body, soul, that act of creation. Okay, this is mastering yourself, knowing who you are, knowing you are this creative ruler, knowing that you can tap in internally. And this kitty cat, sorry y'all, we got little kittens. Some little kittens gave birth outside in my backyard, and they are outside playing. They're probably playing with that crow, I heard. So yeah, have fun, tap into your creativity, and don't be afraid to shine your light. I feel like the divine is shining their light on creative rulers right now and seeing who's worthy of being a creative ruler at this time. Okay, so yes. What is another message for the collective during this time of this full moon? Oh, whoa. Okay, we got the Knight of Coins. So that is all about hard working, putting in a lot of work, the seeds that you have planted, growing at this time, expanding at this time, nurturing yourself, nurturing nurturing your foundation. Okay, so this is coming in. A night is coming in. It rushes in, but it's also grounded. It's also nurturing because of that pinnacle, that earth element, that coin. Okay, minding the business that pays you. Okay, and that's yourself. You pay yourself. You're your own boss. Okay, if you're not well, you can't get up and get to work. You can't get up and get things done. So you have to mind yourself. You are your business. Okay. It says hardworking, protective, defensive, stubborn, patient, loyal, and slow. So this kind of goes back into my meditation where I seen that hourglass turning. It wasn't turning fast. It was going very slow. So having patience with yourself at this time, and knowing that things are changing, times are changing, but it doesn't happen overnight. You have to be consistent when doing the work, and that's how you see growth. Especially like if you're on a field, if you want those flowers to bloom, you don't just water the seed one time. You have to be consistent. So it's given a sense of consistency to see something bloom, to see something grow at this time, okay? And the other card that flew out was Judgment. A lot of these cards are coming out in reverse. So that's giving a sense of tapping into internally, that balance, that polarity, okay? What does this say in reverse? Impatient, yeah. Okay, unstable, bored. Okay, yeah, so make sure that you have patience when it comes to the Nine of Coins. Give yourself patience, give yourself grace. Things aren't going to happen like that. Things aren't going to happen overnight. Give yourself grace, give yourself love, okay? Like I said, going back to those seeds being planted, they don't bloom overnight. There's a lot of work being done in the shadows, like when those seeds germinate. We don't see those seeds germinating. We don't see the seeds rooting. We don't see the trees' roots. They're underneath the surface. And that's where the main work, that's the most important part of the journey, is getting rooted. Because if those roots aren't strong, if those roots haven't set in the ground, then they can be uplifted at any time. A storm will come and then a tree topples over. Okay, so you have to make sure that your foundation is strong and you're rooted in that foundation. So that way you can build up this beautiful building, build up this beautiful, whatever you're trying to create can have a firm, steady foundation. Okay, whether that's within or without. All right, and then we also have the Judgment card. So this came out in the reverse. It says needing to step it up. So self-doubt, learn karmic lessons, negative self-talk, indecisiveness. So yeah, don't really go back and forth. This may be a time of confusion, a time of test. Listen to your first mind. That's one of my main things. If I hear something and then I start getting a whole bunch of, I'm like, nope, what did my first mind say? So listen to your first mind, go with your first mind and flip it, okay? Don't let intrusive thoughts come in and take over. You are the creator of this reality. You are the master manifester. You are the magician. So tap into that inner knowing and listen to that. Listen to what your spirit is telling you. Listen to what God placed upon your heart at this time, okay? And execute that, all right? Judgment. So judgment is all about spirit coming in, God coming in, angels coming in, and giving you a direct message. So this could be a spiritual awakening for a lot of people at this time as well. So heed the call that spirit is trying to tell you. This could be a rebirth. This could be a renewal. Angels coming in to uplift you. Ancestors coming in to uplift you. This could be a person on the street. They see you and they help you out. Sorry, y'all, them cats outside. I gotta nurture them in a second. So this is all about going into yourself and nurturing yourself and embracing this new journey that spirit has placed on your heart at this time, okay? This has Pluto and Leo, so transformation of that shadow self with Lilith being in Libra and Pluto being in Aquarius. This is all about transformation of self, okay? New spiritual story, forgiveness, okay? So we got that forgiveness coming out again. Awakening, elevation, mission, rebirth, action, decisions, and renewal, all right? The light shining, and the light is shining on some people as well. That's something that I'm seeing too. So something will be highlighted with this full moon, because the full moons, they illuminate. So something's going to be illuminated at this time as well. All right. So let's see some more messages for the collective at this time. What will be illuminated for this full moon, spirit? I'll let it jump out. Want it to jump out. Ooh, Eight of Swords, self-entrapment. Eight of Swords. So this is a sense of your mind. So everybody's minds is going to be illuminated at this time. Like I said with my detox, is bringing up things that I need to work on at this time. So this will be a time where people will be deep diving into themselves, and that negative self-talk will come up. That shadow self, the shadow will make itself known during this full moon. Okay, and if you haven't been doing the shadow work to balance that energy, then it's going to wreak havoc. Okay, you really want to get control of that ego, get control of that little nagging. Oh, you didn't do this right. Oh, this didn't come out the way I wanted to. Oh, I could have looked better today. Oh, it's not. That's all lower self stuff. So this is a time to elevate past that and rise above that lower nature at this time. Okay. So I'm going to read this one in the reverse. Mental strength. It's up to you. Take back your power. All right. Set free. Escape. Conquer self-doubt. So releasing limited beliefs. All right. I love that. Okay. What is another card? Spirit for this full moon. Double full moon. Full moon. Oh. Okay. I seen it. I believe it's Six of Swords. Headed in the right direction. Headed in the right direction. Six of Swords. So this is leaving your troubles behind and heading to a more peaceful energy, getting into the flow. So this full moon is going to illuminate things that you need to release. Forgive yourself, forgive others, so that way you can leave that in the past and start to head in a better direction and getting in the flow, getting in balance, and then start to ascend with the Most High, being one with yourself. I love that, okay? So it says tranquility, overcoming hardship, conflicts resolved, becoming stable, restoration, and peace. Yes, a sense of inner peace. Yes, I love that, because with peace, for it to be peace, there has to be some type of chaos before, right? There has to be some type of peace. Just doesn't come like, oh, it's just peaceful. Like, no, you can't really enjoy peace without the chaos, without the static, without the, you wouldn't even know what peace was if it wasn't for, that negative, that bad, that, it's no good without the bad. It'd just be good all the time. And I mean, I love for it to be good all the time, but there's always polarity, right? There's always that divine feminine, the divine masculine. You need that balance for you to feel that nourishment from that peace, okay? And then you appreciate it more. That's something that I'm hearing from the divine. If it's, let's say you've been having a hard time trying to figure out a project. Okay, I'm going to use myself for an example. If I'm working on something, it's not coming out right. It's not coming out right. I'll enjoy it better once it comes into full fruition. I'm like, okay, wow, I've been working on this project for so long. It's finally come together. I'm at peace now. Okay, so it's that sense of working on something, and finally getting it done, bringing you the sense of peace. So that could be a project as well. All right. Okay, so we have Empress, Knight of Coins, Judgment, Eight of Swords, and Six of Swords. So this is giving a sense of cutting out negative energy, getting focused on your abundance, forgiving yourself, and transmuting those negative things into a positive things, and grounding yourself and rooting yourself in your power at this time. Okay, I love that. So now we're going to get into my Earth Blessings card and see what are some other positive messages for the collective during this time. Okay, wow. Thanks and clarity. Wow. So being thankful. May gratitude lift you up. So yeah, being thankful at this time, being grateful at this time. What are some things that you're thankful for? I'm thankful that I woke up this rising. I'm thankful that I have hands. I'm thankful that I have feet. I'm thankful I have breath. I'm thankful that I'm able to get up and move I'm thankful that I have my mind intact. There's so many things that we, take for granted, and we need to be thankful for. So you should get into more things that you're grateful for. Name off 5 things that you're grateful for before you go to sleep and when you wake up, to start your day off in a more gratitude position. And if you already do this, then you're already on track, okay? But giving thanks, okay? And I'm hearing when you receive great things in abundance, give thanks. Don't forget to thank the Creator. Don't forget to pour your libations. Don't forget to give an offering to the universe if you're just receiving these beautiful miracles that are going to start to pour in. Okay, when these beautiful miracles of abundance, of love, of self just start to pour in, don't forget to give your thanks. Okay, and then the other thing was clarity. May you bathe in the light. Okay, so clarity, releasing things so your mind can get clear. Wow. Going back to the detox, my detox that I'm doing, getting clear on things is bringing up things so I can release them, so I can have a clear mind. Okay, clear that brain fog, and have a clear direction, clear thought path. Okay, so this is going to be a time of clarity. All right. Don't look at all this negative things, because I hate when people be like, oh, I don't like negative readings, or some people don't really like doing shadow work. Some people don't really like deep diving into the negative or the bad, the negative or the bad side of things. But it's like when you do that, that brings you clarity. That brings you gifts. That's how you get to know yourself. You can't go throughout this life, oh, everything's fine, everything's perfect, everything's rainbow, everything like, yes, we want it to be that way, but in reality, it's not that way, So it's all about getting clear and paying attention to what's really going on, so that way you can uplift and rise past these things, okay? Now, I'm not saying I have a positive attitude. Yeah, you catch a flat tire. Okay, I got a flat tire. It's all good. We're going to change it. We're going to fix it. That's great. But if there's a wave, if there's a storm in the midst of the storm, you can be calm. That's beautiful. But don't forget to acknowledge, I am in a storm. Okay, you can't get over it. You know what I mean? There's no getting over certain things. Like people in Texas right now, people in Houston, they're going through it, and I'm sending my wishes and my prayers to them. But it's a reality that people have to face. There's low lows and there's also high highs. That is the realm that we're in. All right. So getting clear on where it is that you want to go, what it is on what you're releasing. Okay. Because it has these raindrops, and rain and water is a sense of clarity, cleansing. Okay. All right. So it says thanks and clarity. May you bathe in light, and may gratitude lift you up. So love and light. You want to transmute when these things come in. Transmute that into love and light. Okay. All right, you guys. Now we'll get into the chakra deck. What is a final message for the collective for this full moon? I seen it was red. I don't know if this is root chakra. Yep. Oh, sacral chakra. Ooh, orange, creativity. So tap into your creative nature. Going back into that Empress energy, art, beauty, love, passion, desires. What do you love doing? Using that sexual energy. Okay. Have fun. Protect yourself. And tap into your inner child. Doing things that bring you a sense of joy, happiness, dancing, working out, movement, moving your hips, rolling, put on some great, rolling your hips out. I don't know why I said rolling. Put on some great music and just let that ascend you, let that bathe you. Sound healing, sound bathing, getting into a cleansing bath, getting into a cleansing space. Things that are going to help pull out any stagnant energy, energy healing, energy clearing, energy releasing. That's a sense of that sacral chakra. Okay, because it's giving me a sense of cleansing and purging out your sacral chakra. And these are all ways to do that. Having fun, releasing, exercising, dancing, painting, drawing, singing, writing, going within, okay? Because that sacral chakra is something that is within. So tapping into that energy as well. Connect to the inner dwelling place of joy and pleasure. Yeah, have fun, you guys. Have fun. That's what these cats is doing outside. They outside having a ball right now. That's why y'all keep seeing me look down or look over. These cats outside having fun. So let that inner child come out to play. Your inner child wants to come out and play. All right. So have fun and do whatever makes you happy at this time. Okay. Like I said, whether it's art, whether it's dancing, whether it's creating something, get into that and release whatever needs to be released at this time as well. Don't hold on to old stagnant things in your mind. Release them, okay? Get into this sense of what are you grateful for, giving thanks and being in gratitude. That's going to help uplift you. Be realistic as well. If there's a problem going on, acknowledge it, face it head on, face that shadow, and release and have fun and transmute. You know, be the alchemist. Do use that fifth element and use that alchemy and turn those negative into a positive. Turn that dark into light, okay? And balance. And that way you can start to ascend and receive all of these beautiful miracles and abundance and magic that the divine has in store for us during this full moon, okay? This full moon is going to illuminate some things, and it's also going to bring in a lot of good things as well. So stay ready and expect the unexpected, okay, you guys? That is my full moon breakdown. I hope everyone has a beautiful day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, guys.